What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I'm going to be talking about Centurion. Now, before we get into the video, you might notice that there's still music in the background of the video. I'm going to be mentioning that in every video this week. At the end of this week, I'm going to be doing a community poll to determine, well, to help me determine what I'm going to do with the music. If most people like the music in the background, I'll leave it in. If most people don't like it, I'll leave it out. And if it's like 50-50, I will probably put some music in some videos and no music in some videos. But back to this video, we're going to be talking about Centurion today. And we're going to be discussing two topics on this character. The first topic is the Centurion Hate, and where does the Centurion Hate specifically come from? And the second topic, we're going to be talking about how she is the least nerfed top tier character in this game's history so far. So let's get into the video right away. Now, the first topic we're talking about with this character. Who hates this character? Now, when you have a zoner, that character is automatically going to get hate. People do not like zoning, me being included. But to be clear, I don't hate Centurion, which is weird because she is zoning personified, but I don't hate her. And I really hate zoning. If y'all watch, I have 2-3 videos of me discussing how I feel about zoning. And to sum it up really quickly, I don't respect zoning. I don't really like watching it. I don't like it whatsoever, but I accept it. People paid their money for the game. If they want to zone, that is their right. But I don't respect the playstyle at all. I don't like it. And it's just lame in my opinion. But I accept it, like I said. And it's whatever. I know how to deal with it. And if you want to hate zoning less, just learn how to deal with it for the most part. Find your own way to deal with it. And that's about it. Well, I can't say your own way because there's a specific way to deal with zoning in MK11, but that's a whole another video if y'all want to know about that. But back to the topic at hand. Centurion. Let me make sure the mic is right. Okay. The thing about Centurion, there is a specific type of people that hate this character, and it's not just zoners. I mean, not zoners, not people who can't stand zoning, but it's actually a crowd that I'm surprised really hate this character, and that is the pros. Yeah, I said that correctly. Most of the pros hate this character. They hate this character so much. Well, I don't really pro name drop like that for the most part, and I'm not going to start now. But all I can say is if you look at a lot of pros tier lists, they have Centurion as #1, and they talk about why they hate her so much. They really, really cannot stand this character, and I'm actually surprised because I know it's not for the zoning, because pros don't really give a crap about zoning like that. They might not stand it, but even if some of them can't stand it, pros don't go in on zoning like most of the community. And this character, that is mainly what she is. So it has to be something else why the pros hate her. Now, to be clear, I don't understand why the pros hate this character so much. I just wanted to point that out and shed some light on it. Maybe y'all in the comments can help me out and help me understand why the pros hate this character so much, because I just honestly don't see it. Why she's hated so much. And this is coming from somebody who cannot stand zoning. But I don't know. To each their own, I guess. I just don't hate her. And I don't see why they hate her a lot too. I fought plenty of very good Centurions, and she's very annoying to go against. But there's a difference between being annoyed and, just really, really hating the character too. Now, it might go hand in hand to some people. If they get annoyed by a character so much, it might get to the point where they hate them. People like Jade, but and Scorpion. But the thing about this character is I hate the way she plays, but I feel like personally she has a big fair weakness and she doesn't do any damage. That's just what I personally feel. If she did damage, she would be my number one as well. In case you don't know, my number one character in the game is Jackie. But I feel like she has a really big weakness, and that's the fact that she doesn't really get a lot of damage. Well, I wouldn't even call that a weakness, a heavy weakness, because she gets, I wouldn't say average, it's like low damage, like in between average and low. And damage doesn't really make or break a character in this game. So I guess I'm starting to understand why they hate her a bit. Well, not really. It's mainly because she's just flooded with tools. This character literally has like everything but a command grab. But, well, to be more specific, command grab and mix. Doesn't really have that. And even in the other variation, she has a little bit of mix. But them are the two tools she doesn't have. She literally has everything else. And she can get damage off of her crushing blows. That crushing blow right there, you can get damage off of that. She has really good buttons. She has really good zoning, of course. She has really good everything. She just doesn't have damage. And I want y'all to help me understand why they hate this character so much. Like, it must be a specific reason that I'm not noticing here. Because I can't really think about it. So yeah, next topic, something I want to discuss more in depth in this. Why is she barely getting nerfed? Now, here's the thing people have to realize. In video games, specifically fighting games, there's always going to be top tier characters. I think there gets to a certain point to where, okay, this character is just gonna be top tier and we gotta deal with it. The number one example of that, in my opinion, is Liu Kang. Liu Kang is top tier and they would have to do a lot to that character to make him not top tier. Liu Kang is, in my opinion, a good top tier that we should just have to be like, all right, he's good, just leave him alone. We'll just deal with him. Because it gets to a certain point where people have to realize you're always just going to have your top tier. You're going to have to deal with it. And I thought Centurion was at that level. Well, I personally still feel like she's at that level. If I could take one thing away from her that she just doesn't need. And I remember somebody in my comments went on a whole rant about why she needs her teleport. I ignored it. She doesn't need this teleport. Like, if they took that away, just completely away, I personally feel like she would be fine. But since there is so much hate for this character, since there's so much hate with this character from the pros, it has to be something else. Which, you know, I'm hoping some people in the comments are going to help shed some light to it. But I thought Centurion was at that point to where it was like, okay, she's just going to be top tier. We just have to deal with it. But I guess that's not the case because pros want this character nerfed like heavily. But I feel like just take that teleport away and she's whatever. I mean, she'll still be amazing and everything, but I don't know. I really don't know. Now, like I said, everybody, Liu Kang is the perfect example of a character just being top tier and we're like, okay, Liu Kang's top tier. Because I already talked about in one video, if Liu Kang, there's one thing I always say when it comes to nerfing characters. Nerf what they do not need. Don't nerf what makes them good. Like, if they ever nerf Centurion, I don't want to see her zone and take a hit. So take away some stuff she doesn't need. Like, this has no reason being +3 whatsoever. Like, why? Why is it +3? Like, just little stuff like that. She doesn't really need that. And maybe they could nerf her damage even a little bit more. But this is not what I'm suggesting. The only thing I'm really suggesting is taking the teleport away. And yeah, everybody, that's basically the video. That's basically the end of the video. I wanted to talk about Centurion and everything. And mainly, I don't understand. This video was more me asking the op squad for help. Like, help me understand why people can't stand her so much. And she also has this right here, where she can full screen frame trap you. I don't know why I did all that. I could have just set her to block. She has this right here, because the rock, if I remember correctly, is +3. And then she just does the geyser, and she can get a full screen frame trap. Geyser's not coming out for me. You already know I do not really play this character. Well, I don't play this character. But yeah, she gets a full screen frame trap off of that, so that opens up so many mind games with the rocks. You can just keep on throwing the rocks. This character is definitely good. Don't think that I'm downplaying this character at all. You know, like, she's in my top 5 personally, or somewhere around there at least. Like, I think she's dumb good, but deserving of all the hate, I don't know. But I just wanted to talk about that for a bit. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitch and my Patreon. And Nickopz out.